Hey everybody, it's the Daily Moogle and I'm back. Welcome back to, I'm back and welcome back to you, to another episode of Eternal Eden. So, let's see, we left off here in the Onyx Cave. We're going to wrap it up in this episode, and basically, first order of business, now that we have the Buster Charge ability for Noah, we want to go ahead and go to the left here. And I warned you last time about this battle here, because it's 4 cave spiders. This is a pretty tough battle if you don't pick up that Buster Charge skill and level up at least a little bit. Basically, you want to save this battle for last, so kill everything else in the dungeon before this. So I'm going to go ahead and use Buster Charge. Downey can just attack whoever, and I'm going to have Gene use fire on the last one. Yeah, so that Buster Charge skill is amazing. Darn it. See, I should have had Downey attack B, because then that one would be gone, but that's alright. I am going to throw a tonic on Noah, though. And there we go. That's the last battle of the dungeon, too, by the way. And Downey catches up to Noah and Gene. He's level 5 now as well. So everybody's level 5. Yay! Found an Onyx. Let's see what's in the chest. We get a mole mask. Which, let's see. I think that's... yeah, it's an accessory, actually. And it lowers earth damage. Which you actually want to equip because... I guess I'll put it on Gene. The boss of this dungeon actually uses earth attacks, so you do want to grab that and put it on somebody. So let's pick up these skills. Gene learned Cure, Gene learned Ice, and Downey learned Defense Down. Alright. Defense Down is going to be very helpful against the boss as well. Let's go ahead and go down now. And yeah, I had a bit of trouble with this puzzle in the last video. I think I was kind of on the right track last time, but it's just... basically I got like to the last step or two and just couldn't really see it. But, hopefully I remember how to do it this time. So I think I want to do this. And then... let me think about this for a second. Okay, so I think what we want to do is push this one to the left. Yeah, okay. So now we want to do this, this, and this. Jesus. That's so... it's so obvious once you do it, but it seems so... I don't know. Hard to figure out for some reason. Gene is still going on about how awesome he is. They are very, very weak. Speak for yourself. I beg of you, let them return to our land and let me complete this quest alone. I don't need any help. And Noah's like, sure, that sounds good to me. Oh, Jesus. This guy really is a douche. The Almighty Father says he's got your message loud and clear and he's working on it. So shut up. That's kind of what I want to say to some religious people sometimes, but hey, in a video game it's okay. In real life, you gotta be ready to deal with the consequences. In this chest we get the Onyx Key, which if you remember, there was a room a ways back where, you know, we needed a key, so now we have that key. And on our way back, we need to make sure we remember to visit the Hall of Treasures. So remember, we've killed every foe in the dungeon. So as soon as we walk into this room... ah, treasure! So let's go ahead and check these out. The wooden ones are going to give us extra experience points. Much appreciated. Yeah, and people can still level up when that happens, obviously, so now we're all level 6 automatically. That's pretty cool. And then we get a Shadow Bane, which is a sword for Noah, which is, you know, a slight upgrade from the Iron Sword. Iron Sword. There's a D in sword, by the way. So, let's see, to get back, we have to go down, and down some more, and there's the gate. So we can use the key, and continue. Okay, so the orange smoke there is the boss. That's how you know it's the boss, it's a different color. And let's see, I'm going to want to use an ether on Gene, because he's going to do some curing as well as, well, using fire, probably. And then I'm going to use one on Noah as well, because I want him to be able to use Buster Charge a couple of times. And then, yeah, you know what? Let's just go ahead and go for it. Now, a nice thing about the smoke where you encounter the boss like that is that, you know, for regular enemies, if you just run into them, then you get into a fight. With the boss, you actually have to push the action button to engage the boss. So if you, for some reason, you accidentally run into the boss, you know, it's not going to throw you right into the battle and screw you over like that. So let's use Buster Charge. Downey is going to use Defense Down. And Gene... I'm going to see if I can get away with one round, maybe, before I cure Noah. Just because I'm a risk taker, you know? So yeah, without Defense Down, our physical attacks don't do nearly as much as that, so it's definitely worth it. We're going to have Downey attack, and Gene, you will use Cure on yourself, I guess. Selfish as that is, you need it the most. Yeah, and Downey's weapon is the spear, which I think counts... You know, I mean, we're fighting a snake, which has scales, so I think that counts as being strong against the boss. So yeah, we can't use Buster Charge, and I'm going to try to get away without using it again. Just because I like to hoard my items. So, let's see how this goes. The boss is about halfway dead. It's actually got decent HP for being like the very first boss, I guess, but... As long as you're careful, and I mean, if you kill all the enemies and get all the experience and equipment that you can, then I mean you've basically done everything you can up to this point. You know, like I've mentioned before, you can't really grind in this game because the enemies don't respawn. So nice, 404 damage. Okay, see, I figured Noah could take one more hit without getting KO'd. But now Gene's out of MP again. And I mentioned how I like to hoard my items, so hopefully we can wrap this up pretty quick here. Okay, there's the earth attack I mentioned. Yeah, we got this guy in the bag. He'll get one more attack off, and then we're gonna finish him. Yep. And he's got a pretty cool death animation, too. So that's it, we did it! We cleared the first dungeon. And let's see, you can pick up an Onyx and some more money. Cool. Finally. Yeah, you're telling me, man. If not, they would have surely died at the hands of those foul beasts. He's still going on. Gene is the king of the douchebags, let's just put it that way. I wonder what that place is. But we can't get over there right now. We are forced to follow the path up this way. Hey, that looks like... Yeah, that looks like Eden Tower. Except... like it hasn't been maintained for a while. Well, I wonder if there's a hot point. Yeah, look at that. There is a hot point behind it, just like before. Cool. Fun stuff. Yeah, and we can't actually go in. mysteriously sealed. So where are we? This sorta looks like where we used to be. Yeah, isn't this Eden? I mean, it looks like Eden after a hurricane hit it. Let's look around and see what we can find out. Alright. Well, let's go down here and start here, I guess. Found a tonic. We can actually go behind the boxes here and pick up a guard ring. Let's check that out. So it gives us 2 defense. That's not bad. Who do I want to give that to, though? I mean, preventing poison is good, but I'll take the extra 2 defense for now, I guess. So, who are these guys? Why are they, like, imps? I will exchange my wonderful knight kit for 30 iron nuggets and 10 onyx. What does my kit contain? You're not going to tell us, huh? Yeah, I want to do the exchange, but I was going to say, I probably don't have those items yet, but we'll want to take note of that and come back later when we do have those items, I guess. And let's go ahead and go to the shop. Let's see, we can buy tents, life potions. It's still pretty expensive, though. We don't have a lot of money. So I think there's a couple of things we want to buy right now, though. Let's see. I think we want to buy 1 bread. Oops, and then 6 of the dissolvents. Don't ask me why, but I think we're going to want those for later. So just pick those up now. And apparently we can buy weapons and armor up here. So I don't know, I guess there's some stuff I could get, like the priest tunic for Jean, a wooden shield. I don't know. I might not bother, though. I don't think I'm gonna bother. I'm going rogue. Let's see, we've got an ether, tonic, anything else? So what do you have to say? Eden Tower has been sealed ever since the original sin was committed. So is the original sin what we did? We took the fruits of forbidden fruits of wisdom. I can rest here for 200 GP. That's pretty expensive. Man, everything in this game is, like, pricey so far. The problem is I could really use a rest. Let's see, I got a couple of tents. Were the tents any cheaper? Oh my god, no, they're way more. Yeah, alright, you know what? I guess I'll just spend the money and go stay at the inn. Cool, look, just like that, we're healed. We didn't even have to actually sleep. Well, let's go up here into what appears to be where the princess's house was. No trace of the princess. Our world has decayed, all because I have failed in my role as a true leader. Come on, Jean, give it up already. Uh-oh. Downey's coming clean. He can't handle it anymore. Apparently listening to Jean is like the worst punishment, because now he's got to finally confess. It's like the worst torture ever. You wingnut. We're in charge of this mess, and when I say we, you're excluded from the group. Yeah, we made the princess eat some of the fruits that we weren't supposed to ever take. Ever, ever, ever. And Noah's like, I wasn't involved in that at all. It was pretty much Downey's idea. I thought I was imperfect. Well, you know what? You kind of are, Jean, because you're an asshole. Well, at least it's all out in the open now, I guess. I mean, the truth shall set you free! So, they basically think that, you know, they're to blame for what's happened here. And who's this guy? it's not just the princess that has suffered your sin. It is all of us. It is us all that bear the burden of consequence. Whoa. My name is Dogen. You mean like the same Dogen that we already knew? I guess so. So that's Dogen, but he's like all old now? This phenomenon is strange to you because you have never came upon it before now. It is a truth that happens for all of us here. We call it aging. Yeah, so they don't know what it means to get older because they never age, I guess, in Eden. And they're like, die? What does that mean? Rishi, who once taught me that. Yeah, what's the purpose of getting older and dying? That sounds kind of bad. Oh, there's no reason. That's just your punishment for the original sin that somebody committed thousands of years ago that you had nothing to do with. 1,000 years ago, Eden Tower stopped answering our calls and closed its doors. That kind of sounds like what happened right after the events in the beginning of the game. So yeah, we're like 1,000 years in the future. Is this Final Fantasy X all over again? Are we in Spira? Why did the princess get the worst of it? Because she was like the most pure or something? She just got hit the hardest? Like when you have a strong immune system, you don't get sick very often, but when you do, it like kills you. Because only the strongest viruses can get through to you, I guess. Yeah, so I guess she was like the purest being or whatever. And now she's turned into Leviathan? Okay. As far as I know, you're trapped in this world. Well, that's lovely. I do not think that you were brought here without a purpose. Who's Rishi? He's a spirit that can answer all of our questions. Oh, and he's conveniently located just north of here. Okay, and Dogen joins the party. Awesome. So now we have 4 party members. Let's check him out. He's got a wooden staff and a priest tunic. He's actually level 9. He's a little bit above us. And he knows fire, ice, and bolt. Alright. I kind of wish he knew cure as well, but having another magic user is never a bad thing. So yeah, welcome. Welcome, Dogen. Thank you for joining us. Life potion. And yeah, in the throne there's a pupil ring. Let's check that out. What the heck does that do? Raises spirit by 2. I guess I might give that to Gene, because he's the only one that knows Cure, and I'm assuming the spirit stat affects your healing power, so let's throw that on him and see if that makes a difference. But, yeah, so I guess our next course of business is to go ahead and head north and find this spirit called Rishi. Let's see, I think I already talked to everybody here. So, I think that's it for this episode, guys. In the next episode, we're going to go ahead and go through the mountains here and see if we can find this spirit who hopefully can answer some of our questions. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.